Hey YouTube, welcome back to another video. As you can see by the title, we're gonna talk. It's about time we really just sit down and talk. We haven't talked in a while. We haven't had a chit chat in a while. I just been going and going and going and going. So today we are currently in my room. This is my little mini personal space. Welcome to my personal space. I have to move, set right. I have my candles lit. I have my crystals on standby. Just to make sure during this conversation, I am guided, gifted, and protected. Just to make sure my message is something you guys can understand. Today, I just want to talk about regaining solidarity within myself. I don't want to say self-love. I use the word solidarity for a certain reason, because just to be solid with yourself, just to be content with yourself. If you don't understand right now, we can get into it. But just like any other video, yes, this is a smoke with me. But this is a smoke with me. And let's talk about how we about to do good for ourselves. Let's just get in that mode. You know, let's talk about it. It's time that we talk about it. So if you don't have your smoker essentials out, this is the time to get your smoker essentials out. Get them ready so we can get started, guys. Right? Right. Lighter of the day is nothing special. Let's get into it. Now, I want to talk about building solidarity with myself. And again, what I mean by solidarity is really just being solid, being content with who you are, where you're going, who you've been, just accepting yourself. As I get more towards the end of this year and I take the time to reflect on how this year went, how it felt, what I went through, who came in and out of my life, whatever the case may be, when I take the time to think about these things, I realized that I lost sight of myself. What I mean by that is this year was filled with me giving my energy, time, emotions to a lot of other things other than myself. I want to personally say I lost a lot of myself while working. You know, as you get older and you start taking care of more bills, you kind of get really absorbed with bills. A lot of your life becomes just taking care of bills, going to work, going home, going to work, going home, going to work, going home, and just letting time pass. 3 months went by, but every week feels like the same week because you're just going to work, going home, going to work, going home. So I lost a lot of myself just quote unquote taking care of bills, maintaining, managing financial situations, just going through those motions. It's almost like you start to feel like you don't have time for the hobbies. You don't have time to take care of yourself. You don't have time to do anything besides go to work, go to work, go to work, go to work, go to work.
Okay, let's see my to-do list. Go to work, go to work, go to work, go to work, go to work.
That doesn't have to be you, but it almost does in this American lifestyle, American society. You know how society works. You really have to be doing something to survive in America. If you take care of your own bills, whatnot, because one thing about bills, once they're going, they never stopped. I haven't lived with my mother in about 2 years now. This is my second apartment. So I've kind of been going through these motions of month after month after month, surviving, doing the best that I can, maintaining, having good months, bad months, fluctuating through life, and still having to manage bills. You feel like you don't have time for hobbies, you don't have time to take care of yourself because of work. But that's something I want to learn how to get out of. I lost myself this year to relationships. Of course, casually dating, you know, the little 2-week flings, you text for a minute, it doesn't work out, okay, blah, blah, blah. I've had one solid situationship, I would say, where I lost a lot of myself to that situation. Just overall spending a lot of my time trying to be someone for someone else and trying to beg and plead that someone to be someone for you. That's why I said situationship, because throughout the 7-8 months of dealing with each other, it was never a real relationship. I never had that, do you want to be my girlfriend? And I say yes conversation. We never got there. It was toxic. It was a lot of push and pull. It was a lot of I give up. So he's trying, he gives up. So now I'm trying. Whatever the case may be, we were never on the same page in our relationship. When it comes to dealing with situationships, when it comes to dealing with other people, it becomes toxic when you're not solid within yourself. This situationship should have been something I let go of a month in. I should have never let it get past a month to 2 months. I'm very persuasive in relationships. I try very hard to be someone for someone else. Whatever he wanted me to be, I try so hard to be that person, tried to show that I'm that person. I took everything he said to heart. And in the end, the way it hurt me, the damage it really did to me would have never happened if I took the time to be solid within myself. I keep saying solid and not love. You can love yourself. You can look in the mirror and say, I love you, this, that, and the other. Solidarity with self is, I feel like, more long term, because love, I don't want to say love can come and go, but you're not going to have a perfect day every day. Every day is not going to be sunshine and rainbows because you have self-love. I do love myself, but I still allowed myself to go through things that I did not like because I'm not solid within myself. My thoughts, my actions, my mind, body, and spirit are not intertwined and intertangled properly enough the way they need to be. So when other people come around, like I said in this situation where he told me who he wanted me to be, and I started to try to be that person instead of showing this is who I am and you have to take it or leave it. It's about getting to know yourself. I needed to take the time to know myself so I don't lose myself to other people. Anything confusing in my life, I let it confuse me, and I would rather deal with the confusion than not deal with it at all because it is confusing. If your relationship is confusing you, that's not good. If somebody genuinely loves you, you will know it. If you don't know it, it's more likely because they don't. If you don't know how they feel, if they don't want to take the time to explain how they feel, if a person hits you with a lot of I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, as of lately, I'd rather just take I don't know as no. Because if you're not content enough to know, then you might as well say no. Spent a lot of time dealing with a very confusing ass relationship. I didn't deserve that. This year, I also lost sight of myself while dancing. I always bring up my past videos. If you watch my past videos, it makes these videos more interesting because I say in every video, like, my YouTube channel is for you guys to watch me grow, or we can grow together. These are the things that I've learned through the time that I've spent being alive. The only thing I know is what I know. That sounds high. The only thing I know is what I know. So like I said, this year, if you go back to my mental health video, I lost myself to dancing, getting too absorbed into that lifestyle instead of having solidarity with self. I lost myself because I don't really know who I am yet. I lost sight of myself because I haven't been taking the time to learn who I am. And if you don't know who you are, it's easier to slip into what other people believe. It's easier to slip into all these other things that don't have anything to do with you. I hope this is making sense to y'all. I feel like I'm gonna just sound like a crazy lady till the end of the video. So I do understand that this year I decently lost sight of myself, my goals, who I want to be, who I am, where I'm going, etc., etc. So I'm now working on the steps and what to do to kind of change that. I feel like it would help me gain solidarity with myself once I start working on gaining clarity of who I am. I have to realize who I want to be is still who I am. If you want to be a certain person, get up today and be that person. You have to more so think, I know where I'm going, but even though I'm going there, I also enjoy where I am right now. Who I want to be is still who I am, because I know that's what I'm striving for every day. I swear to God, I hope, I'm like finger crossed praying that this don't just sound like me ranting and rambling. You know, I'm really trying to drop something on y'all. So I hope y'all know what I'm talking about. I've been trying to make sure I'm standing 10 toes for myself. I lost a lot of myself to all this other shit. I just want to get back in tune with myself, what I was meant to do with my life, and what makes me happy. That's it. Those 3 things, that's the only thing I care about right now. And if it doesn't fit those 3 things, then I've lost interest. And I'll be able to say that when I can see it on my mood board. So yay! Let's finally get to the part where we're making a mood board. Now this is my first mood board, so it's not like the coolest thing ever. You know how people be mood boards be like, they whole wall. This is my first one, y'all. So I got a couple things. I went to Walgreens. You can print your pictures out for like 20 cents a picture. So I got a couple of these. I feel like the words being in black and white will go good with the board. Like, I feel like my aesthetic is like getting back in tune with nature. Very much at peace with self. This is gonna be cute, guys. Now, I'm gonna pin her up somewhere cute and take this tape off, of course. She's simple, but she does what she needs to do. So, as every video, thanks for watching this with me, y'all. I had a good time. I hope y'all had a good time. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see y'all in the next video.